O assessor sénior do Departamento de Estado americano para os Assuntos Africanos, Massad Boulos, regressou aos Estados Unidos após uma missão diplomática de alto nível à República Democrática do Congo, Ruanda, Quênia e Uganda.
I'm grateful to all the countries and leaders who hosted us. This initiative is a reflection of President Trump's commitment to Africa and his desire for regional peace. Our team's efforts are a product of his vision to see an Africa that is anchored in shared economic opportunities, not in conflict, and President Trump believes strongly that all parties involved are ready for peace. Now, he expects all parties to demonstrate that readiness through action. I want to highlight 3 results from our delegation's travel. Important results that demonstrate the fresh approach President Trump is taking with Africa by pursuing our security interests while strengthening our economic relationship with the people and nations in Africa through greater trade and investment. So let me start first in Kinshasa. President Tshisekedi and I discussed a minerals deal and charted a path forward, boosting U.S. private sector investment in the DRC, particularly in the mining sector, is a shared goal that makes both of our countries more prosperous. Of course, we need a more stable environment to achieve this objective, and President Tshisekedi is committed to this goal as well. Second, we also made important progress on the security front, as following our discussions with conflict participants, M23 pulled back from the town of Walikale. This is a significant step, and these kinds of measures are critical to building confidence and demonstrating goodwill to allow negotiations for peace to continue.
Acompanhada pela secretária de Estado adjunta para os Assuntos Africanos, Corinne Sanders, Boulos reuniu-se com chefes de Estados e líderes empresariais da região para fortalecer os esforços de paz no leste da RDC e promover o investimento do setor privado norte-americano no continente africano.
Well, let me first make something very clear. The U.S. position has been and will continue to be very, very clear on this. The U.S. position is that the M23 must lay down their arms and Rwandan forces must withdraw from the DRC. This is our position and it's very clear. We've made it very clear and we will continue pushing in that direction. Since taking office, Secretary Rubio has had calls with Rwandan President Kagame and DRC President Tshisekedi, urging an immediate ceasefire in the region and for all parties to respect sovereignty and territorial integrity. The Secretary also spoke with Angolan Foreign Minister Tete and Kenyan President Ruto about finding a diplomatic resolution to the crisis. I thank those who have been engaged in good faith discussions thus far, but it's not enough. We have an opportunity for peace in this moment that we have not had for years. I hope to see parties involved take bolder steps to make that reality. I will also reiterate our position that Rwanda should cease all military support of M23 and withdraw all Rwandan troops from DRC territory. I am confident that parties involved will find a way to do so swiftly.
O Conselheiro Sénior do Presidente Trump reafirmou ainda o total apoio da administração Trump ao projeto do Corredor do Lobito, destacando o progresso alcançado por Angola e confirmou planos de visitar o país em breve, citando o seu papel de liderança na União Africana e o seu grande compromisso na resolução de conflitos.
As I indicated, we fully support these initiatives, including the African Union specifically, which is headed by Angola now, and we couldn't visit Angola on this trip, but we will definitely visit Angola on the next trip. Having said that, we had a phone call with the Foreign Minister Tete, as I indicated, and it was extremely positive. We appreciated their efforts, we appreciated their initiatives. As Angola, initially, we all know that they've tried over a long period of time, and they came very close. But now also as President Lorenzo as head of the AU, we fully appreciate their efforts and we fully support those efforts. Actually, the United States will consider all diplomatic and economic tools to advance peace. It is in everybody's interest to promote peace and to advance peace and to ensure we have stability in the region. This conflict has gone on for too long. It's been more than 3 decades, and it's about time to end it. So the United States does have quite a bit of tools at its disposal that it can and will use if need be. We do hope that this will achieve a permanent peace and final stability in the region. You're aware that we fully support the Libido corridor, for example, and this is a huge project which is extremely important and vital for the economies of not only Congo or the DRC, but also Zambia and definitely Angola, but all other regional countries will benefit from it. So we fully support this project. The DFC is one of the major players in terms of providing the financing, which hopefully will be done quite soon. But the project has progressed considerably, especially on the Angolan side. We are now discussing with the Congolese Tshisekedi's administration to work on the Congolese side with regards to railways, highways, but also power projects, including dams and hydroelectric projects. With regards to other companies and other players and other countries that are existing and already operating there, it's none of our business to interfere with what they're doing. We're pursuing our own ventures and we're facilitating investments of our own companies. And time will tell. I think very soon the Congolese people, and if it's the other countries, same thing. The Congolese people will realize who are their best partners, and I think it goes without saying, U.S. companies will absolutely be the best partners. And we've stressed on a point that whatever the U.S. will do in terms of private sector investments and government support, it will absolutely be a win-win proposition in all cases.
Washington, D.C., Mário Vitória, Nurit Pierce, Ariana Vraz, para a TPA.